Welcome. Thank you for your interest in TurnDial. We created this demo to serve as a general overview of our unified communications client. Please check back to our YouTube channel and click subscribe for more helpful and quick videos. At the end of this demo, you should have a clear understanding of the following topics. Feel free to skip ahead to the times next to each bullet if you are looking for clarification on something more specific. Thank you again for your interest in TurnDial. Please email us at support@turn-dial.com with any questions or suggestions. Enjoy.
Folks, how are you? My name is Mike Kozak from TurnDial, and today we're going to go over the Unified Communications Client. You want to open up Chrome. Your administrator will give you the address to type in. Your administrator will also give you your credentials to log in. My credentials are in there. I'm going to sign in. And we're brought to this sleek looking dashboard. We'll see welcome Mike, the time, the date. Below that, we'll have start call, start meeting, start chat, and go to account manager. So if we start on the left-hand side of our screen, we have the dash. With the dash, we will have our contacts. All contacts are offline contacts. And we have our personal contacts. We can add anybody we'd like with that plus sign. First name, company they work for, their job title, their phone number, their extension, and we can add these fields. So we have work, mobile, home, fax, other, custom. Add as many as you'd like. Then we have email, home, work, other, custom. Below that, we have their address. Below that, we have notes, any kind of notes that would be particular to this person or to the company they work for, we want to save in there. Over here, we have our favorites. For the people that we deal with often. Below that, we have our chat feature. The chat is great. You know, you're dealing with your coworkers in our office. You know, if you need to ask a question, you don't have to call over to them. You don't have to walk over to them. You can just simply instant message them, get the information you need without having to leave your desk, without having to possibly interrupt them on a phone call if they're on a phone call. Nice little feature. You can build teams within the chat. You can do individuals and you can have teams. Or you can share your ideas, things like that. All right. Below that, we have our meeting rooms. So you'll see my meeting room, create a meeting with a personalized URL that can be configured with a guest pin. The URL and pin can be copied to your clipboard and then pasted into your calendar invite to schedule meetings. You see here, we got our guest pin. We can copy the meeting link to share. We go below that. We have start an instant meeting. Create a one-time meeting that can be configured with a guest pin and started immediately. Below that, we have our voicemails. Come into here, we'll see the voicemails that we've been left, whether they be from coworkers or from the outside world. If you have the feature enabled, you can have them transcribed. We can listen to them, we can download them, and we can ultimately trash them. Below that, we have our history. So we can search in the history by name, by the phone number, or the extension. We can set the parameters of all, last 7 days, last 14 days, last month, or custom from X to Y. Below that, we can filter them further with outgoing calls, incoming calls, missed calls. Below that, you will see a little bubble with your initials in it. So we have an MK here for Mike Kozak. If I click on it, we'll see we can set our status. So we have available, away, do not disturb, and invisible. We go even further, we have settings. We can really get into some detail here. We can edit our own profile here, which I'm not going to do. We have our conference settings, which you can see me. We have our appearance. We have different pictures we can choose from. Security, we can change our password. We'll see the requirements over here. Calling, inbound dialing rules, call forward. When enabled, all incoming calls will be forwarded to the specified destination. This overrides all other settings. So we can send it to a mailbox, an extension, an outside line, a 10-digit number, or a SIP trunk. Below that, we have one of everybody's favorites, do not disturb. When that's enabled, folks, you will not be able to receive calls. Calls that come in will go directly into your voicemail box. Inbound dialing rules. So first we try our phone. That's my office phone at extension 100. We ring that for 5 rings at 5 seconds apiece. If busy, it goes to the mailbox. If not answered, I have it going to my cell phone. If offline, goes to my mailbox. Come back up, we have the Find Me. Find Me is a nice little feature. It will ring your extension first. You have it active. It will then try to connect you with the caller. We'll have the caller leave their name. Will then be presented to you as it continues to search for you, so to speak. So we make that active. Put on second line. We'll put in my cell phone number. It's on. We can continue to go down the line with different numbers. Right, we can make it go to my extension, other extensions, or an outside line. We can ring it sequentially. That means we'll ring my extension first. If we can't get me on my extension, we'll then go to my cell phone, or simultaneously. It'll ring both at the same time. Down here, we have our other applications, and this is pretty nice. We have the mobile download. So you'll want to go onto the iPhone App Store or the Google Play Store and download the Core Nexa mobile app. It'll look like this. You can either open up the camera on your phone, take a picture of this QR code for either the iPhone or the Android. If you don't have the app, it'll take you to the store to get the app. The app is free. If you do have the app, it'll sign you in so you don't need to type in your credentials on the smartphone app. All right, folks, so that'll take us up to the first half of using the Unified Communications Client. I thank you for your time.